about Agent Hub. So, just so you guys know, this is our main communication tool with, within the brokerage. So obviously we are in, Cleveland, Columbus, Cincinnati, Southwest Florida. So, Jeremy's been a fan of this platform for a long time. We had, and maybe still have a few out there, some Facebook pages that kind of, went on for a little bit, but then people aren't on Facebook, and, we try the email and folks aren't, always opening up an email. So, it's just kind of one of those things. Obviously we have a big group, and lots of, we're all independent contractors, the agents and things. So, we're just trying to come up with a tool where, everyone can be connected, and that's why we use Agent Hub. It's the one place that you can get something from leadership. Agents can communicate. A manager can put something on. So we'll just kind of be clicking around in the platform, and just getting familiar with it. I'm going to kind of just take you on a little tour. And then obviously, if you have any questions during, please just stop me and, and ask or throw it in chat. But, in the end, we'll definitely have some time, to hear what you guys think and any frustrations you might have. This is our platform. So, Converse is the name of the company that kind of created this. But we have a rep that, anytime we want, or Jeremy and I, or I think maybe Megan can get in there, and we can add rooms and change rooms and, make sure, agents are in the right rooms, so, and that's kind of, we've gone through that since we've started using the platform. So, so definitely want to kind of hear what you guys think, either during or at the end. We'll definitely have time. So two ways to get to Agent Hub. You'll see my window bar is erarealsolutions.converse.com. So it's Konverse, Converse, not like the shoe Converse, but with a K instead of a C. So erarealsolutions.converse.com, and obviously it brings you to the computer version. And there's also an app. So if you go to the App Store and just type in Agent Hub,
I looked in there. Is it in a box?
It will be
boxes.
It'll be probably people always pay. Aflac has an Agent Hub apparently, so they come up first. So it's probably the third or fourth one down, but you will see in the upper left-hand logo, you'll see kind of our logo with the house on it. Kind of the red roof and the chimney. That's the picture that you're going to see when you kind of see the app in the App Store. So whichever app you have, iPhone or Android. So you just kind of look for that, and then you can download the app. So if you have not been in here and just don't remember, your password, I can send you a password reset. And a welcome email, so I can send that to you to kind of get you started. But kind of getting to the platform are those two things, those two ways. So the first thing I kind of encourage you to do when you log in, or if you haven't been in there a while, is just go to your profile. So probably one of the biggest frustrations we have, or have heard, is that, man, I'm getting, especially when we started, I think we've worked on it, but we might still have some issues. Man, I'm a, agent in Cincinnati. Like, why am I, getting a message about a showing, opportunity in Columbus? It's like, oh man, you shouldn't be in the Columbus room. So we're able to adjust which rooms agents see. I mean, actually they can turn themselves off, which I'll kind of show you. But again, the idea is, if we can get you in the right room, then then it should should be an easier tool to use, and then you're not getting emails and pop-up notifications for things that just aren't relative to you. So again, if you just kind of click it on your profile. So if in the red bar at the top, you'll see your picture in the right upper right corner. And if you just click that, you'll see my profile, then you'll see subscriptions and notifications. So I'm just going to click on my profile. So I'm going to actually have some things just because I'm an admin. So I'm going to have some things that you might not see, but in general, this is what you're going to see. And you will see the first thing that you kind of want to do is if you just scroll down this very first page, these are all the rooms that you are subscribed to. So if you're a Cincinnati agent and you're scrolling down through here and you start seeing Columbus, that's something that we can oh man, you shouldn't be in that Columbus, and then pull you out of there. So that a lot of these obviously, our vendors, our marketing, those are kind of default. And then, you will see Cincinnati, Columbus, Rocky River, Cleveland, or, Southwest Florida as kind of your specific rooms. So, the anniversaries, the birthdays, yeah, we have all those because we're posting that from kind of the leadership side, without you having to do anything or be subscribed to a room. So that's kind of the first piece. And then if I just go, I'm going to go just across this, these little icons up here. So I could actually, kind of decide what I want notifications on. So these are all those rooms. Again, you'll see some of them are locked because we really, the market you're in, like, we don't want you to shut off the room. If you're in Cincinnati, we don't want you to shut off the room for, what's coming up in Cincy or Cincinnati listings, because that's important to you. So those are kind of locked. But, again, if you were in the Cleveland or Cincy market and you're seeing Columbus, you can come in here and shut that off. Or of course, you can just let us know and we'll kind of remove you from the room because, it just doesn't make sense. But, company-wide training events, obviously that's locked. I can't even shut mine off because we want you to get those notifications. Let me see, there's a question. Yeah, John, I just noticed there's that 2019 summer. So I'm going to, I'm gonna delete that room just because there's no posting on it. So it does, it's not like we're posting in it. But we certainly don't need that room hanging in there. So I'm gonna make a note and make sure that's deleted. So if I come up here now, this little bell is a notification piece. So this is really, where a second frustration comes in is, man, I'm getting an email like, lots of emails about notifications. So, so you can actually either choose, and we need you to do one of these. So you can either choose getting an email, and then the email is going to say, hey, here's an upcoming training. Hey, Desiree's looking for some training or help with a showing, things like that. So that's what the email or push is going to say. So if the email, if you want to choose that, or you can have both, or the push. And the push is when you have the app, you get a little message on your phone that says, hey, there's a new posting in Agent Hub. Check it out. So we kind of need you to do one of those, or, totally up to you. You can certainly do both, just to kind of make sure that you're getting these, the notifications. So, and if you're just not one that, is going to engage in a certain topic, again, you can have those notifications shut off. And maybe only want the notifications for the upcoming trainings or, something very specific to your office. We can help you kind of adjust your notifications so you're not getting, just too many notifications that might be frustrating to you and perhaps causing you to maybe not want to engage in the platform. And that's kind of what we need to avoid. Again, because, our goal is for this to be the one-stop shop for you to get all the communication from leadership and, all the way through the brokerage and the company as a whole.
I got a question.
Yeah, absolutely.
So what is on or off? The gray or the red? I don't know.
The red is on.
Okay.
So, you'll just see that, so in mine right here, subscribe searches, subscribe members, all these red ones are on, and you'll see likes are off. So what that is if I was to post something on the hub that says, there's an upcoming training, next Thursday, this is what it is. And if John goes in and likes the post, kind of saying, hey, I saw it, I don't need to get a message that says John liked it. So you can, so that's one that you might shut off, because I just in my opinion, I don't need to know that John liked that in kind of a separate message. If I posted it, I can go in there and see who liked it. But I don't need to kind of get that second message that says people are liking it. So that's just an option for that you might want to, shut off as far as the notifications, and then, leave the others on. But yeah, red is on, and when it's grayed, it's off. So yeah, we're going to leave this. Jim just asked what this default home field view is. So it's actually just kind of takes you back to the default whole viewing. So you actually, if you wanted to, have the ability to kind of change the way this looks, and sort of make your, let's say you wanted to make the company-wide training events, any of those posts come to the top of your home feed. You can actually adjust those. But so having this on default, it just what you're going to see is the latest post. So if there's a company-wide training event, and then maybe Ella goes in there and posts something, you're going to see Ella's first. So you have the ability to kind of adjust that, but that default home feed view just kind of gives you the latest post. Instead of because maybe the company-wide event was posted a week ago, and maybe there have been 10 other posts since that you want to see that last post. So if you just you can just kind of leave that default home feed view red. The second, the next piece, kind of the dot. So these are, just another section where you can kind of see your room. So kind of like John had mentioned, like obviously this summer office contest, is still active. No one's posting in it, so I'm not getting, a bunch of messages, obviously. But, I'll kind of go in there and delete that room. But if I wanted to, I can just unsubscribe to the summer contest. And if someone did go in there today and post something, not that we would, but we wouldn't see that. So that's just kind of, and you'll see that, this First National Bank Florida, we had this room, we shut that off, and now we just have one First National Bank. So again, any one of these rooms, if you wanted to, obviously if I'm in Cape Coral, I don't want to unsubscribe to any of these rooms, because that's what's important to me. But if Cincy happens to show up, I can shut that one off. So that's just a kind of another peek at your subscriptions. The rooms, we're subscribed to rooms. So we kind of see that subscription word. That's the idea, is that we're subscribed to certain rooms. And then the last one, just the settings, again, I see a lot more here. So this is kind of an admin page, but you'll have, a few things on yours. Again, it shows the rooms one more time. But that's kind of your profile. So, and then subscriptions and notifications are actually a part of your profile, but if I just click it, it just kind of brings you to that page. So, so you don't have to necessarily click on these two if you've kind of gone through your profile. So I'm going to just pause for a minute. I'm just really going to show you next, some of the rooms and why we use some of the rooms. and kind of show you why we should be subscribed to these rooms. But I'm just going to pause for a minute and just see if anybody has any questions. Did that section, did you understand that kind of me going through the profile and you having kind of a choice? And again, we always do these sessions, but it never means we have a lot of our admin on the call. So your office coordinator, office manager will be able to help you. But, certainly, the rest of us are all available to kind of make sure you're set up properly and aren't being frustrated by things that aren't, don't pertain to you. We really need this to be just, like if you get a message from Agent Hub, it's worth looking at, whether it's something you want to do or you take action on, or, but the idea is if you get something from Agent Hub, it's something you could, you should take a peek at. So that's kind of the way we want it. We don't want you getting stuff that, is super frustrating and, or you can't understand why you're getting it. So I'm going to just pause. Any questions? Kristen, I see you have a group. Are you guys good or okay? We just, Megan, do you have anything to, cool. Anybody else have anything? Otherwise, like I said, I'm going to just kind of click through some of the rooms. All right, perfect. The whole menu of rooms on the left-hand side, again, being that, I'm on the admin side, I have every room possible. Your list of rooms should be small. This whole top piece, my tools, you have the ability to kind of click on those and check them out. This company announcements is something that we add. So you can't delete the From Leadership room. Not that you would want to, because again, that's a post from, just a very few people, kind of something pertaining to the whole company that is definitely important for us. We don't post much in industry news, but if we're doing a contest, shout outs, birthdays and things like that can pop in there, or just a congratulations for, something an agent did. Company events are kind of set rooms. So, you'll just see fuel. We'll start posting in that, probably pretty soon again. Our fuel, our ERA National Conference is in the end of March in Vegas. So, we'll start getting some things and start posting in there. Again, these rooms, ERA cares across communities, just about fundraising. That's Giving Tuesdays coming up. So that room's a little more popular at certain times. One of the most important rooms, company-wide training events. Obviously that's something that pertains, like the tool of the month, or, some of the things that might be in person, but we can, Zoom or something company-wide. And then obviously birthdays and anniversaries. And again, I'm not going to go through every one of these, but I kind of want you guys to see some of the advantages. So the company agent toolbox, info on leverage, some of our major tools. So we're not putting every single tool in here, but Revitalize MoxieWorks, agent to agent referral, a room where you can go in there and say, hey, I got a client.
Hello.
Moving to Cape
Hi, Steve.
Dr. Ramsey yesterday.
I get an agent.
I was busy this morning when we were texting, but you checked all the units.
Hold on,
That's what I had to do it. I wasn't comfortable that he had to come over here.
I'll just mute some folks that are there. You go. So yeah, agent toolbox. Vendors. First National Bank, our main financial partner. In the last one, I'm going to kind of go in specifically. All of our logos are in here. So if I click this logo, if you're ever looking for a logo, everything from, Cape to Don Fender to the new Right Choice, all the ERA Real Solutions logos. So if I click on it, there are, there's a circle one, there's a vertical one, horizontal one. So, you can download those and use them. So easy access to those. besides the, in reality, all your specific rooms are important, but, this company-wide training event, and then, just having access to the logos. The next most important piece is this marketing tools 101. So, we have a whole section of folks, including Jen, who contracts with us to create blogs and social posts that are just ready for you to grab. And Megan and Ella are super involved with obviously with the whole marketing piece. So there's a whole section of marketing tools 101. All the blogs get posted in here every month. Jen comes in here or Megan and posts screen grabs. So happy Thanksgiving, the video, this post is created just to put on social. I don't have to create it. I don't have to figure out what size it is. I can just grab that and post it. Pictures and things that might be good for, certain emails or whatever. So again, tons and tons of information in here on helping you market. And if you ever have any questions on this, we can get a hold of Megan and, ask questions or if we can help you with anything. But, that's just a great section that you have full access to. And you can just see how many posts are, posted on that every month, every week, that type of thing. And then the rooms after that will be your specific rooms. So if you're in Cincinnati, this is the only section you're going to see. You're not going to see Cleveland. Again, if you do, you got to let us know. You should not see Columbus, Southwest Florida. And then when you're in Cincy, you're going to see all those rooms. And then you're going to have a specific, if you're in Kemper, if you're in Anderson, whichever office you're a part of, then you'll kind of see that section, and you'll see that, there's a Liberty Center discussion that, the Liberty Center agents can say, hey, I got to swing by the office. Is someone going to be there? Or I need help with a showing. There's a Liberty Center calendar, and then there's a Liberty Center conference room. So, again, those are all specific to your, to the office that you're in. So, again, those are that should be kind of all you see, so that you're not bothered by somebody asking something again that just doesn't pertain to you. So, and in the end, obviously there are, I got some admin tools, but so that's kind of the, I guess the simple version of just kind of making sure the rooms that you're subscribed to are the correct rooms, that your notifications are set up, or that you set up your notifications properly. So, so that you're not getting, emails or pop-up notifications for offices that just don't pertain to you. The From Leadership, the company-wide training events, you're going to get those, and we want you to get those. But again, you should not be hearing from, offices that don't pertain to you. And again, the app, looks, obviously in app form, but looks the same way. Easy to, to just get a notification. If you wanted to, as an agent, so obviously, certain folks have, access to certain rooms, but if I just come down to, Cincinnati discussions, so you'll kind of see there's a Cincinnati discussion, which might pertain to Anderson, Eastgate, Liberty Center, Kemper. It might pertain to all of them. Instead of, if I scroll down to just in Anderson discussion. So if I have just an Anderson discussion, I want to go in that office discussion room, because maybe that's it's just those folks. But Cincinnati opens it up to all the offices. But if I just kind of clicked on this room, you'll see here's kind of what's posted in there. And if I just come up to this plus next to my picture where we checked out the profile, if I hit this plus right here, you can see that I can post in this room. So this is where I'm going to, come in and type in, I have a question, I need help with the showing, has anyone come across this, kind of whatever, is this sort of, I say it's agent to agent, but everyone sees it. Manager will see it, the office coordinator will see it, the leadership will see it, and then everyone from that point on has a chance to, sometimes we see agents just reaching out to agents that, like, if I saw something that Megan posted on here, I might just text Megan. So it's not always communication from that point, but I can respond to it. So if I see a post from Megan that's asking a question, I've seen people answer, and it's anything from like help with something, or hey, how do I deal with this? How do I deal with this multiple, situation or something? There's just always questions that everyone will see, and sort of everyone will have access to help that agent. So then that's that simple. So this plus in the upper left or upper right hand corner is how you can create a post. And I will say that one thing I do. So I'm going to, just type a message here. And what I will do is you can, mention a teammate. So, in this room, these are all the folks that are linked to this room. And if I wanted to, sort of mention one person, I can pull Frank out, and, everyone's going to see the post, but Frank's going to like get a separate message. He's going to be like, hey, you were tagged in this post, and that could be, for whatever reason. One thing I actually do is I always click this notify everyone in this room. So, if it's something that everyone should see, I just say, hey, notify everyone, because I kind of want everyone to see this. So, and you'll see in our Cincy discussions, including agents and managers and office coordinators, there are 175 people in this room. So there may be 175 people that get that message. But again, if I'm posting in Cincinnati discussions, I just need to realize that if this post should be in Anderson discussion, we just kind of need to be aware of that as well. And if you have an ability to add a file, so if you wanted to add a picture there, or if you wanted to add a picture of whatever, or a PDF of something, you have the ability to add an attachment to your post. So that is how to post. Again, upper right hand corner, hit this plus, and then that's your way to make a post in, again, whichever room you've clicked on. If I want to go down to Anderson discussions, close out of this one and hit the plus. Now you'll see right here, I'm posting an Anderson discussion. And if I hit notify everyone in the room, this is 65 people. So you see it went from 175 to 65. So again, just kind of us paying attention to who really needs to see this, if I'm going to post something. Let's see, we got to pull off Pinkerton. Okay, so that's kind of, make a note. Kind of what I wanted to cover. Anybody have any questions? I'd love to hear if anybody has, again. So new listings, Jim asked about posting new listings. So, I've seen some folks post, hey, I just listed, close this out. Hey, I just listed this property. So, I kind of think unless it's a specific, listing, and there's some reason why I want to kind of post on this, on this listing, I guess we might kind of discourage from everyone just, posting a new listing just because they got one. So, we'd rather it be, hey, if you need help with a listing, or, with a showing, or with an open house. But we're, this isn't, I guess the MLS is where we see new listings. So we really don't want it to be flooded with, you know, hey, I got a new listing, here it is. Cause you know, Jim, if that makes sense, you know, we really don't want that to kind of take over the, you know, the feed. But if you wanted to post something, you know, about a listing, or, hey, I have this special listing, or, hey, my seller's motivated. I've seen people post about buyers, hey, I'm looking for a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, you know, lots of other things, you know, really just go into, you know, into discussions, and post, you know, post whatever you want in there. So, I mean, if you have a, you know, if there's a listing that for some reason you kind of just want to put a message out about that listing for whatever reason, that's just not that it's new, you know, we just do it right in the discussion section. And does that, again, super important, does that pertain to just Anderson? Or does it pertain to, you know, all of Cincy? Then again, you just kind of, you know, check that out and make sure you're posting it in the right room. So obviously Cleveland would, you know, we only have one room in Cleveland, but you'd be a little bit more specific about that. So yeah, John, I mean, if you guys want to, so, you know, post, you know, in the Cleveland discussions, you know, there is a Cleveland listings. So, you know, I see Rachel was posting in there, you know, in this September. So, there is a section where if you guys want to post, so, you know, the Cincy hasn't been doing it, but there is a Cleveland one. So if you guys want to use that, everyone will be subscribed to it. And then, so there's 54 members in this room. So, you know, all the agents in Cleveland would see it. And then, like you said, you know, we can, you know, we could have agents shut off, you know, communication. So yeah, absolutely. I'm totally fine with that. I just realized that there is that the listings page in each of our areas. So definitely use that. But again, it's just if I go back down there, it's just a blank page. So if I come up to, you know, you can put whatever info, there's title, beds, baths, price are mandatory. You see the red square foot's mandatory. Then you could, you know, put the description in. If you kind of knew an agent, this is kind of where that might work. Like, hey, you know, Kyle, you said that, you know, you were looking for a 3-2. So I want to make sure you see that, you know, Kyle's going to get a kind of a special message that, you know, that John tagged him in a post. So definitely use this. Like I said, our Cincy folks have not been using it, but it's set up and people can subscribe to it or unsubscribe to it if they kind of don't want to get, you know, kind of hit with listing after listing. Cool. Great question. And glad we kind of figured that one out. Yeah. Yes, I will do that, Kristen. Does anyone, so now I'm going to kind of, you know, I really want to open this up to, you know, kind of get your thoughts on the platform. If this sort of helped take the, you know, I don't want to say fear, like, you know, I think most of our folks were maybe either intimidated or annoyed that they were getting messages that they didn't know why, kind of thing. You know, and we kind of just wanted to put this out there that, you know, it's really simple to use, you know, especially, you know, if you only have the, you know, the rooms that you need to or want to, and then can, you know, with kind of controlling some of the notifications you get, either email or if you want, you know, the push notifications, that, you know, we're trying to make it simpler. As leadership, we are kind of watching as well what we post. So we're going to be watching that we're not, you know, posting, you know, 5 things right in a row. So, you know, just kind of be aware that we're aware that, you know, you getting hit with message after message can be overwhelming at times. So, but I want to pause for a minute and just see if anyone has any questions, any further frustrations that we didn't cover. If you guys have anything.
Yeah, if you're in a certain room and you wanted to search a discussion from 2 months ago. You kind of know the topic of it. Is that possible?
Yeah, actually, if you, just this search bar, you know what, let me just go home. And I'll just go, I'm trying to think of what, you know what, I post from leadership. So if you go to from leadership, that, you know, this search bar right here, so let me just type in. So I just typed in tool, and here are all the tool, you know, if obviously if there was something else, but you know, any post with, and I just typed in one word, I can get more specific. So just use that search bar, and it will, you know, it'll post it up. So if you got a name, if you got a town, if you're looking for a listing, or if, yeah, like you said, if you have an idea of the topic, just use that search bar. And within this room, you know, there's all the posts, and it, nothing goes away. So you can see we're back to 2021, and you know, for as long as you've been using it. Great question.
What about gutter repair? Type that in there.
Yeah, let me,
Do you have to go to the vendor room to do that?
yeah. Let me just, and again, at this point, it would be just a matter of if, you know, somebody, so there's nobody typed about gutter. But, you know, if you had a question or looking for, I mean, you'll see, you know, folks were, you know, are in here sometimes, you know, looking for things. You know, here's where you come up to the upper right, hit the plus, you know, need a gutter company. And then you know, this is a post that you can put out there, you know, that would, you know, could help you potentially find a, or, you know, name of company. So this is where you could actually add a, you know, so I would do that in one of two places. So this is kind of, you know, I guess this right here is looking where I could, you know, if I knew a vendor that I trusted and kind of wanted to throw out there. Otherwise, I would probably just go to, again, either Cincy discussions or maybe my specific office, Kemper. You know, and then do a post in that room, say, hey, I need a, you know, I need a gutter company. Anybody have any suggestions? So, you know, again, kind of playing around with it, but you figuring out like, all right, what do I need, or what am I looking for? Where's the best place to ask?
So if you knew what room you put that in, and then it was a month later, you could search in that room. Would it come up then?
Correct. Every single one of the rooms we go to has this search bar up there.
You have to be in that room to search for that
Correct.
topic you were talking about in that room. Okay.
Correct. Yep. There is a, you know, I don't know that I've ever really used. Let me just, oh, so actually, Rodney, I actually just, so if I'm at this home screen and I use this magnifying glass, the search button in the upper right next to your picture and the plus, that opens it up to, like, you know, has anyone ever talked about gutter in any rooms? And look, there's, oh, you did. So that's a wide open, that's searching the whole platform. So you don't need to find it in one specific one. So the upper right hand corner, magnifying glass will help you search the entire platform.
Can you show us that where that is again? Hold on, I got to pull your picture down. Okay.
Yeah,
okay,
just
so-
this, yeah, the little magnifying glass in the upper right. So
Okay.
next to your picture where your profile, use that one, and that's the entire platform.
That's cool. That's good.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Any other questions, comments? Again, I hope this, you know, this helped, you know, kind of with that initial, like I always say at this point, you know, it's awesome if you kind of get around and, you know, if you haven't been in here much or have any questions, click around and check it out. You can't break it. So, you know, kind of checking out what rooms you are subscribed to, what your notifications are. You know, hopefully that'll be enough to kind of, you know, start making it a little bit more user friendly, and then just getting in here and realizing what it is. I don't need to log in here every day if I'm getting those notifications, because I can read what's happening. If I want to respond, if I want to post, if I want to get a link to a training coming up, if I want to, you know, get one of the posts in the marketing 101 section, yeah, I got to come in here and grab it. But otherwise, you know, kind of day to day, I really just check the notifications out and I'm good. So absolutely, Roger. And just so you guys know, some of our Florida folks on, as I look outside right now, all I see is white. And within an hour of me, they're expecting 3 feet of snow by Saturday. So super fun. So yes, 3 feet. There's a weird band. I'm not supposed to get it. I probably have 8 inches right now. It's still snowing, but there's a weird band that's coming across it. Hopefully it's north of me that gets that 3 feet. So, but yeah, so makes for a, yeah, Browns game. I think they'll still have it, but the Browns play in Buffalo Sunday. So they're already talking about, you know, potential issues with it. So we shall see. So, but all right, well, I'm gonna let you guys go. You know, thank you so much for you know, for joining today and play around with Agent Hub. Like I said, we had a bunch of our you know, leadership on here, so they're going to be you know, more aware of the platform now, so they can help, but we're available as well. And if you have any questions, let us know. But otherwise, have a great rest of the day, and we'll talk to you guys soon.
Thanks, Wayne.
No, absolutely. Thank you guys.
Thanks, Wayne. See you.
Take care.